names off as well in the main season, but we saw these players a lot in the off season, and exciting to see them come back even in these in-season tournaments.
That it is Zeta, but oh my god, Flakeslayer already holding forward the moment that goal comes up on the stream. My god.
Yeah, a very nice early start for Flakeslayer right here, and does not seem to be letting it up so far, getting him in an offstage situation. Going to be seeing that that forward air to going to be resetting him back into neutral. Ooh! Oh, that was an insanely early start.
I will apologize. I actually read a typo. I even knew that it was J.E.V.B. I can't fucking talk. I literally read a typo and went, yeah, that's right, even though I literally knew otherwise. I make the same mistake all the time.
I mean, it is an understandable mistake to make, but hopefully we won't get it wrong, as we're now going to be seeing Flakeslayer still continue his advantage. Going to be getting a nice neutral beam, going to be sending him off the side, but J.E.V.B is going to be making it back onto stage. Will he be able to avoid the death kill? Who finds out?
Yeah, this is looking very dangerous for Flakeslayer, but with a commanding one-stock lead so far, almost actually lapping, if they can get a little bit more damage on J.E.V.B, then that is actually an entire lap, and if they can cling onto this stock and take one more of J.E.V.B, that is looking like a very, very nice scenario to be in. But obviously that smoke is going to be restricting what Flake can see and making it hard to get a read, and there it is. J.E.V.B taking that stock off of Flake, off of a very well-timed strong.
Now, obviously, he is at a bit of a disadvantage here. Obviously, is almost at this point an entire stock down. But honestly, I'm honestly confident that J.E.V.B is going to be able to bring this back. He did have a bit of a shaky start, but I believe he's being able to keep it somewhat competitive after that first stock, and hopefully he's going to be able to bring it back and make this into a very, very close set overall. Very, very true.
Also, we are seeing those strongs come out from J.E.V.B, the little cloak swish, but obviously if you don't find that, you're not going to be doing the dagger, and if you do, you are! Just like that, putting 83% on Flakeslayer. Flake managed to find the in after that burn, though, tries to catch J.E.V.B off stage, but obviously the clones are going to be a mix-up, but the fair comes in anyway to take J.E.V.B out of there and give Flake game one.
Yeah, a very, very clean overall. Obviously, there was a bit of a shaky start for J.E.V.B overall. But Flakeslayer, even after taking that lead early on, did not give it up whatsoever, even after all of J.E.V.B's attempts. Now going to be going into game 2 and Fire Capital the stage choice.
I mean, obviously it is the home stage for both these fighters, right?
I believe so. I could be wrong with that.
Obviously that has absolutely no impact on the match, though. Just a little nice touch. But obviously, that burn damage reflected back onto Flake after the parry is going to be a little bit risky, putting them up to 77%, giving J.E.V.B just time to do whatever they want, and setting up that smoke as well is going to be really good for them. Obviously, it precipitates and gives Flake the chance to find what they're doing, but hey, J.E.V.B gets it first. Good combo off the right side of the stage, taking Flake out of there for their first stop.
And maybe we get to see the reverse of what we saw in game 1 here, where J.E.V.B takes that. I thought I made the same mistake as you for a second then. Getting that early lead and hopefully going to try and prevent himself from losing that early on to Flakeslayer, who is obviously a very strong player in his own right. So if he can hold the advantage here, I feel like we could definitely be seeing a game 3 coming out here.
Very, very true. There's J.E.V.B finding their intro, getting 95, 99 on Flake, trying to look for a kill shot probably, but Flake gets it first, taking J.E.V.B off the top, putting both players on their second stock, making that 103%. No! The upstrong takes them out of there and puts J.E.V.B once again back in a very solid lead. Not just one that's a percent detriment, but one that's a stock one as well.
I do want to say that was actually like great awareness from J.E.V.B right there. He set out his clone in the center of the smoke clouds, and I don't think Flakeslayer expected it whatsoever, and they managed to use the explosion off that, convert it into an upstrong. That was an insane stock from J.E.V.B right there.
Yeah, also brilliant clone play with J.E.V.B, completely mixing up what Flake's options can be, pushing them down there. Obviously, there's an explosion currently built in, ready and raring to go. There it is! Just as I say it, Flake is taken off the top from a very well-timed read. I think this is our first. Is this our first time seeing a 1-1?
I believe this is our first game 3 of the tournament so far, and between these two great players, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, like, it is something that you could 100% see coming, but God, every single victory so far has been so, like, solid. Even in this match, like, both of these wins have seemed like they aren't really in question. But in a Game 3 scenario, I feel like this is a game of momentum. Whoever finds theirs first might be the one that takes it away.
Very true, because I do believe that both these players, the way that they've been playing this matchup, and I believe it is the correct way to play it, once you get that lead, you try and play that more defensive gameplay, make the opponent be the one to approach, and then because they are the one that is approaching, you just kind of almost wall them out in a way, and I feel like that's what we're going to be seeing a lot of in this set right here.
So true. Masterful use of the clone, by the way, from J.E.V.B, making sure that Flake is chasing the wrong option. Strong after strong once again coming out. But hey, this time it's going to be J.E.V.B on the back foot. Flake looking to get the kill as soon as possible because, as I said earlier, this is something of a game of momentum. If J.E.V.B can actually live this stock and take Flake out, that means it's going to be looking very kind of risky for Zeta. Parry doesn't actually find anything out of it, though. That's such a shame.
A bit unfortunate, but does keep J.E.V.B alive for that little bit longer and does manage to find that kill because of it.
Oh, there's the up air taking them out of there, making this 2 stocks, playing 2 stocks, 0% across the board, dead even going into the 6-minute 40 mark.
And it's also worth recognizing that the moment that J.E.V.B got off of that platform, he immediately landed and started going for that smoke, trying to fill the stage with as much as possible. Kind of just to disorientate Flakeslayer in a way, obviously making sure he can't work out which clone is him and which one is the clone. So honestly, it's just really interesting to see how J.E.V.B is using these clones to his advantage in a set like this.
Yeah, so true. But there's that tick damage that Zetas love to see, putting 77, 78. There you go, 78% on Flake, and that's where it ends. But there's another side, resetting it, finding the up strong, and taking J.E.V.B out of there. This isn't looking too bad for J.E.V.B though. One big hit on Flake could spell disaster for this stock. But hey, 41% already is not something to sniff at. If you are stock up like this, you should look at any bit of damage as just like a free lead going into your next stock. Because if Flake loses this stock here, which they don't after a masterful recovery technique, well, you've got a 61% lead on J.E.V.B. But hey, if you can take this stock, that's going to be a 2-stock victory. Pushing off stage, knowing instead to not overextend, takes J.E.V.B out, and that's it. That's going to be game 3, going to Flakeslayer, making that the set and winners round 3 victor. Flake moves on, J.E.V.B goes down to losers.
Obviously, a bit unfortunate right there. After having such an even game, I believe just in that last stock, for some reason, Flakeslayer just had that complete download, and J.E.V.B just didn't know what to do whatsoever. So just a bit unfortunate overall.
Yeah, I am really sorry for getting J.E.V.'s name wrong.
So you even got me doubting myself middle of the game. I was very, very confused for a second.
If you put "let's" in front of my brain, I'm gonna go, yes, that's true, even if I know otherwise. Like, you know when someone gives you something to sign and says sign this and you don't read it and you just do it first? Like, it's that kind of thing. But either way, hopefully we've got another match brewing. I don't actually know when pools end.